Right now at 4 o'clock, an American is among the 298 victims killed on board Malaysia Airlines Flight 17.
Nearly 300 innocent lives were taken. Men, women, children, infants who had nothing to do with the crisis in Ukraine.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Linda Yu.
And I'm Ravi Bajwal, in today for Alan Kraszewski.
Now, here are the latest developments right now on Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. Members of the FBI and the National Transportation Safety Board now are on their way to Ukraine to help determine exactly what brought down that plane. Also, President Obama is calling for an immediate ceasefire in that area to allow FBI and NTSB officials to do their work. The President says that so far the evidence indicates the airliner was brought down by a surface-to-air missile from a part of Ukraine that is controlled by Russian-backed separatists. Eyewitness News investigative reporter Chuck Gowdy has been following this story since it first broke. Chuck is in the newsroom with more. Chuck?
Linda, as American intelligence peels the onion to figure out who shot the Boeing 777 out of the sky, they say what happened is being slowly revealed. First, U.S. authorities say it was a surface-to-air missile fired from within Ukraine in a sector controlled by Russian separatists, and that those militants had received equipment and training from Moscow. Some local searchers gathered at the crash site today, but it is not secure, and there has been looting and also intimidation of journalists by Russian separatists who control access to the wreckage. Representatives from the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe were allowed at the crash site, but only for an hour and a quarter today.
The United States is prepared to assist in an international investigation, and he and Minister Hishamuddin agreed that the investigation must be credible, transparent, and unimpeded. All parties in the vicinity of the crash site, Russian, pro-Russian separatists, and Ukrainian, must agree to an immediate ceasefire.
U.S. officials believe the single missile that brought down the plane was a surface-to-air SA-11, a so-called Buk missile made by the Russians and fired from a mobile launcher like this. The radar-guided weapon is capable of hitting a plane at cruising altitude. Ukrainian government officials today provided this photo of a Buk rocket launcher allegedly taken 2 hours before the plane went down, parked in an area where the attack could have originated, with 4 missiles covered with camouflage. And they say this video from a Ukrainian intelligence agent shows the same launcher speeding toward Russia hours after the attack, allegedly missing 2 of its rockets on board. This afternoon, we have information on the only known American who was killed in the mid-air takedown of Malaysian Flight 17. This man, Quinn Lucas Schansman, a dual U.S. and Dutch citizen who was on his way to meet family members already vacationing in Malaysia. Quinn's father worked in California and New York City. Also late this afternoon, an Indiana University spokesman tells the ABC7i team that a man by the same name as the pilot of Flight 17, Wan Amran Wan Husin, was a student in the computer science program at IU Bloomington from the fall of 1982 until the summer of '85. He didn't graduate, so the university is working to confirm with Malaysian Air that it's the same person. This afternoon, word that the speaker of the separatist parliament in Ukraine's eastern region has resigned, according to one Russian news agency. It's unclear why, but this man is known to be the leader of the insurgent group that has been linked by American intelligence to the missile attack on the jetliner. Ravi, there are developments moment by moment in this case.
There sure are.